Hey guys, so today I thought I would use the Arteza paint markers that I was sent for review. I use Posca paint pens all the time. I love them, but I am very open to trying new products because sometimes, look at those, sometimes you find something even better, or sometimes you find something different, you know, so I'm all up for trying them. So love that sound. Someone told me on one of my videos that you shouldn't shake paint markers because you get air bubbles in them. I always shake my paint markers and I've never had a problem with them, but you know, it's a bit of a habit. Oh, sorry, that was a bit noisy, wasn't it? But I don't know why I tipped them all out, really. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. One of the things I absolutely love doing with paint markers is painting on rocks. I really enjoy this when I'm out and about. I always take like my paint markers with me and like on holiday and stuff, and find a rock in a car park or something. I'll paint on it and I'll leave it for someone to find. I do also use paint markers over acrylics and things in journal pages, but I'm always doing journal videos, and so I thought I'd do a different sort of art video today and do rocks. So yeah, I thought I'd give them a bit of a test. When I first got the paint markers, when I did an unboxing of the products, I did try the pink out on this paper, and yeah, I was happy with it. But let's do something on here. I will pop some music on and do a bit of fast forwarding because they've all got plastic wrap on them. So, oh no, it took me a while. So it's like to take me a while, and I've got to activate them. It says shake on here, so you know, shake, pump, push and write. So that's what I'm gonna do. So like with many paint markers, they do take a little while to pump them, to get them going. And yeah, I've found like with different makes that's always the case. I found that once these were kind of like working, they were pumped, they did keep quite fluid. In fact, some of the markers were a little bit different to the others. Some of them needed a little bit more work than others, and some of them were really quite fluid and kept on being fluid, if you see what I mean. Just a little advisory caution, I do use my heat gun on a stone just to dry the paint a little bit because I'm making this video, but just bearing in mind that people do use stones for hot stone massage because stones do retain their heat. So yeah, just be cautious of that. I only did it for a little while just to dry it off, and it worked quite well actually. These paint markers, I would say, I've only actually ever used these Arteza ones, I don't really know how you say it, and the Posca ones. The Arteza ones do have more of like a fumey, alcohol-y kind of smell to them as opposed to the Posca ones. I thought I would use the Posca ones next to the Arteza ones and just road test them alongside each other. The Posca paint pens are a lot more opaque from the get-go. The Arteza ones, they do need 1 or 2 coats of the colour, whereas the Posca, I found, like with the pink, it only needed the 1 coat. I've since I recorded this video, I have actually used these markers for doing other stones as well, and I find that it actually does depend on the colour pen that you are using. So some of the some of the colours are more transparent, that's the word, duh, Anna. So some of the colours are more transparent than the others. So like this hot pink, for example, I did find it needed like 2 or 3 coats, whereas the orange only really needed 1 coat. So yeah, very much depended on the colour. I decided while this was drying on the stone to test drive them on a little bit of card over acrylic, because I do like to use my paint markers over acrylic paint as well. So this is just an Arteza acrylic. I can't remember, was it Payne's Grey, I think it was. Just whacking that on a bit of watercolour card with some water and letting that dry. And I basically do the exact same picture, the cloud with the rainbow, on the card as well, just to kind of give them a good test drive and to see what I think of it, really. So yeah, as I said, they do have more of an alcoholic smell. The Posca paint pens dry really they're opaque, but they dry matte. Sorry, that's the word. They dry quite matte, whereas the Arteza have like a glossy kind of sheen to them. But the Arteza dries and it is waterproof on a porous surface. It is waterproof. So like I've never really tested out my stones, like how long the paint lasts without varnish on them, but they're both waterproof as soon as it goes on that porous surface. I really loved the silver Arteza paint pen that was so shiny. It was really beautiful, and the goldy colour, that was really amazing too. I thought they were really lovely. So they are really similar. It's kind of hard to, again, with all kind of art supplies, it's just making your supplies work for you and kind of learning how the supplies work. So as I said, like the Poscas, they only really need 1 coat because they are pretty opaque and they dry matte. The Arteza, it needed more than 1, but if you look at it right now, I quite like that contrasting colour. I think that looks quite nice. I guess when it comes to a kind of review, a lot of the time, like for some people, a lot of people, price can play quite a heavy role. You can buy the Arteza direct off of their website, but obviously you can't buy Poscas off of Arteza. So I went onto Amazon UK, just to have a look at both of the products to see how much they were, just to give you a price comparison. So the Arteza pack of 20 at the moment was $23.99 with Prime delivery, and the Posca paint pens for 10, so half the number, is $20.99. So yeah, there's a £3 price difference, but obviously you get twice the amount with the Arteza. So if you're looking for definitely looking for the cheaper option, then Arteza would be the way to go. And as I said, like, I was really fit. I was happy with the product. The paint and the way they worked and everything. Personally, I could do with ditching some of the smell, like the alcoholic kind of smell. They were a bit fumey, particularly as I was using them with my daughter, who you can probably hear screaming in the background. And yeah, some of the paints you did have to do a couple of coats on. But in the main, I thought they were good. I did like them. I would recommend them, especially if it was your first kind of foray into paint markers, or if you're looking for like a budget friendly one like these. I shall just keep in the van now. I shall leave my Poscas on my desk, and I shall pop these in the van so that we've always got them on hand if we want to do some painted rocks, because we do like doing that when we're out and about. So yeah, I think they're all right. They're okay. And yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed having a little look at the paint markers and a little bit of something that I created with them.